Have you ever found yourself feeling lonely, even when you're in a relationship? It's a confusing and sometimes painful experience. You might wonder, shouldn't being with someone mean I never feel alone? But the truth is, loneliness can creep in even when you're sharing your life with another person. Today, we're diving into why this happens, what it means, and how you can address these feelings. Let's start by understanding what loneliness really is and why it's not just about being physically alone. Loneliness isn't simply the absence of people around you. It's a feeling of being emotionally disconnected, even when you're with someone. You might be sitting next to your partner, sharing a meal or watching a movie, but still feel like there's a wall between you. This emotional gap is what makes loneliness so hard to pinpoint and talk about. It's important to recognize that feeling lonely doesn't mean there's something wrong with you or your relationship. It's a signal that something deeper needs attention. Being in a relationship can sometimes create the illusion that all your emotional needs will be met. But relationships are complex, and just being together doesn't guarantee deep connection. You might find that you and your partner are physically present but emotionally distant. This can happen for many reasons: busy schedules, stress, or simply growing apart over time. Recognizing this gap is the first step toward understanding your feelings. One major reason for feeling lonely in a relationship is unmet emotional needs. Maybe you crave more affection, deeper conversations, or simply more attention from your partner. When these needs aren't met, you can start to feel isolated, even if your partner is right there. It's important to identify what you're missing and consider how you can communicate these needs to your partner. Communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When communication breaks down, misunderstandings and emotional distance can grow. You might feel like your partner doesn't really listen or understand you, or maybe you're afraid to share your true feelings. This lack of open dialogue can make you feel invisible and alone, even in a committed relationship. Sometimes, loneliness stems from having different expectations about what a relationship should look like. Maybe you want more quality time together, while your partner values independence. These differences can lead to disappointment and a sense of being misunderstood. It's important to talk openly about your expectations and find common ground. Emotional availability means being open and present with your feelings, and with your partner's feelings too. If one or both partners struggle with expressing emotions, it can create a barrier. You might feel like you're not truly seen or valued, which can lead to loneliness. Building emotional availability takes time and trust, but it's essential for a fulfilling relationship. Our past experiences shape how we connect with others. If you've been hurt or abandoned before, you might find it hard to trust or open up, even with a loving partner. These old wounds can make you feel lonely, no matter how supportive your current relationship is. Recognizing the impact of your past is a powerful step toward healing and building stronger connections. Attachment styles, formed in childhood, influence how we relate to our partners. If you have an anxious or avoidant attachment style, you might struggle with closeness or fear being abandoned. These patterns can make it hard to feel secure, even in a loving relationship, and can contribute to feelings of loneliness. Sometimes, partners grow at different rates or in different directions. Maybe you're focused on self-improvement, while your partner is content with the status quo. These differences can create a sense of distance and loneliness, as you feel less connected to each other's journeys. It's important to support each other's growth and find ways to reconnect. Modern life is busy. Work, family, and other commitments can leave little time for meaningful connection. You might find that you and your partner are always rushing, rarely making time to truly talk or share experiences. Over time, this lack of quality time can lead to feelings of loneliness, even if you're technically together. Phones, social media, and constant notifications can distract us from real connection. You might find that you and your partner are together, but both glued to your screens. This digital distraction can create emotional distance, making it harder to feel truly close and understood. Opening up and being vulnerable can be scary. If you're afraid of being judged or rejected, you might hold back your true thoughts and feelings. This self-protection can lead to loneliness because your partner never gets to know the real you. Building trust and taking small steps toward vulnerability can help bridge the gap. Every relationship has disagreements, but when conflicts go unresolved, they can create lasting emotional distance. You might avoid tough conversations to keep the peace, but this can actually make you feel more alone. Addressing issues openly and respectfully is key to rebuilding closeness. Intimacy isn't just about physical closeness, it's also about emotional sharing and feeling valued. When intimacy fades, you might feel like roommates rather than romantic partners. This loss can be gradual, but it's often a major source of loneliness in relationships. Reigniting intimacy takes effort from both partners. It's easy to compare your relationship to others, especially with social media showing only the highlights. You might feel like everyone else is happier or more connected, which can make your own loneliness feel even worse. Remember, every relationship has ups and downs, and what you see online isn't the full story. Depression, anxiety, and other mental health challenges can make it hard to connect, even with those closest to you. These struggles can create a sense of isolation that isn't your fault. If you're dealing with mental health issues, it's important to seek support and remember you're not alone in your experience. How you feel about yourself impacts how you connect with others. Low self-esteem can make you doubt your worthiness of love and attention, leading to loneliness even in a relationship. Building self-worth is a journey, but it's essential for healthy, fulfilling connections. Maintaining a sense of independence is healthy, but too much distance can lead to loneliness. It's important to balance your individual needs with your desire for connection. Finding this balance helps both partners feel fulfilled and less alone. Cultural and social expectations can shape how we view relationships and loneliness. You might feel pressure to appear happy or fulfilled, even if you're struggling inside. These expectations can make it harder to talk about loneliness and seek help. Remember, your feelings are valid, no matter what others expect. How do you know if you're lonely in your relationship? You might feel disconnected, crave deeper conversations, or notice a lack of excitement. Maybe you avoid spending time together or feel relieved when you're apart. These signs are important to notice. They're your mind and heart's way of telling you something needs attention. Take some time to reflect on what you truly need from your relationship. Are you looking for more support, affection, or understanding? Being honest with yourself is the first step toward making positive changes. Self-reflection can help you identify what's missing and what you want to work on. Sharing your feelings with your partner can be scary, but it's essential for building closeness. Try to express your loneliness without blaming or criticizing. Use "I feel" statements and focus on your emotions. This approach can help your partner understand and support you, rather than feeling attacked. Sometimes, loneliness in a relationship is too big to handle alone. Couples counseling or individual therapy can provide tools and support to address deeper issues. There's no shame in seeking help. Therapy can be a powerful way to rebuild connection and understanding. Rebuilding connection takes effort from both partners. Try setting aside regular time for meaningful conversations, shared activities, or simply being present with each other. Small gestures of affection and appreciation can go a long way in bridging emotional gaps and reducing loneliness. Taking care of your own emotional needs is just as important as nurturing your relationship. Spend time with friends, pursue hobbies, and practice self-care. When you feel fulfilled on your own, you're more likely to bring positivity and connection into your relationship. Healthy boundaries help you maintain your sense of self while staying connected to your partner. Boundaries aren't about building walls, they're about respecting each other's needs and limits. Clear boundaries can actually strengthen your relationship and reduce feelings of loneliness. Focusing on what you appreciate about your partner and your relationship can shift your perspective. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems, but it can help you notice the positive moments and build a stronger emotional bond. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, loneliness persists. If you've tried communicating, seeking help, and rebuilding connection but still feel alone, it might be time to consider whether the relationship is right for you. Ending a relationship is never easy, but your emotional well-being is important. Feeling lonely in a relationship is more common than you might think, and it doesn't mean you're broken or unlovable. By understanding the reasons behind your loneliness and taking steps to address it, you can move toward deeper connection and fulfillment. Remember, you deserve to feel seen, heard, and valued, both by your partner and by yourself.